Hey everybody, welcome back to the Henry Disc Golf channel. Today we are out at BVR Park doing a disc review of the Finishline Chicane and Finishline Sector. This is like my fourth attempt of doing this video. One of the files got corrupted and then shot horribly, but we're going to get it done today regardless of shooting horribly or shooting good, but it's going to be a fun round. We're here on hole one. Hole one is a 190-foot par 3. We're going to go ahead and go with the chicane on sidearm. The big thing we're going to make sure we do is put this on some hyzer so then we can get it towards the basket. Skip up there. Not terrible. Pretty decent shot. So the chicane wound up a little bit short. We're going to go ahead and putt with the Warden, which is my putting putter for the round. Wow. Apparently I should have put with the chicane. Here we are on hole number 2. Hole number 2 is a 305-foot par 3. It's basically straight ahead. We're going to go ahead and go with the sector here. Just try to put this on some hyzer, get it down towards the basket. I think that is absolutely parked. Great throw. So we have an absolute park job. Tap that in real quick for down one on the round so far. Here we are on hole number 3. Hole number 3 is a 250-foot par 3. Basically straight out in front of us here. I'm going to go with the chicane, try to put it wide and around the tree. Go, 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 go. Around the tree. It got up there a little bit. We're going to also go with the sector here. Going to also try to throw it on a similar line. See if we can get it a little closer to the basket. Not bad. Still actually a little short on the throw, but not bad at all. So the chicane, I believe, wound up a little bit closer than the sector here. We're going to go ahead and putt both of them out. I got that one in the air. That's good. It's a couple feet closer. Probably about 15 to 17 feet here. It's cold, and my hands don't really want to work. It's like 19 degrees out right now, something like that. Here we are on hole number 4. Hole number 4 is a 262-foot par 3. It's straight ahead, but of course we have some trees that we want to miss. We're going to go with the sector here. We're going to take the wide line on Annie, and we're going to try to get it over by the basket. That was a beautiful throw. Alright, so here we are, nice and close to the basket, selfie style. There it is. Here we are on hole number 5. Hole number 5 is a 400-foot par 3. You can see there's a white basket and then a turquoise basket way down there. That's the one we're going to. That's up on the mound. Going with the sector here. In reality, all I'm really trying to do is push this disc up to the white basket and then have an upshot with the chicane to the blue basket or turquoise basket. Alright. Oh, I turned it. I yanked it because I was trying to throw it too hard. Alright, so now we have a long upshot. So I don't usually find myself over here too often, so I'm really trying to figure out what I want to throw, what line I want to throw. I think if I put something low and flat here, I have this opening over here. Otherwise, I'm throwing an ante shot around and having it come back in. I'm still going to go with the sector here. I think I'm going to throw that flat shot and just try to get to the base of the hill of the basket. Oh, get up. All right, perfect. That's a putt. So we got the upshot to here. I would say we're looking at a pretty routine par putt, but my putting has not been great so far today. So we're just hoping we put this in. Got it. That's another 3. Down 2 so far on the round. Doing good. Alright guys, here we are on hole 6. Hole 6 is a 246-foot par 3. Basically, I'm just going to try to flex over the chicane a little bit and have it hyzer back towards the basket. The basket is tucked in behind some trees. I know you guys have a hard time seeing it on camera. I can't really get a great angle at it. But then again, from the tee box, I can only see a little bit of the blue from the basket anyways. Hyzering back. That is drawn up exactly how you wanted it. Popped it over on some ante. Just had it flex back towards the basket. Here we are. Let's say basically a park job. Nice and easy for another 2. Down 3 now. Moving on to hole 7. Welcome to hole number 7. Hole number 7 is a 232-foot par 3. It's basically straight ahead. You want to miss a bunch of trees. We're going to take the chicane again, kind of put it on a little flexor like we did on the last hole, and just try to get it up there. We do have the mando that we need to make sure that we're inside of, but usually that isn't too much of an issue. Ooh, a little early. I hit a tree late, but that should be a look at a long putt. So we did hit this tree right here, drop down to where we're at. We're going to have a straddle out this way. Probably right at about 25 feet or so. Nope. Didn't have enough to get there. Nice easy par. We'll move on to hole number 8. Here we are on hole number 8. Hole number 8 is a 262-foot par 3. It is down through this gap here. It just goes over to the left. You guys should have a look at the basket from your angle. I can see it through the brush. So we're going to put the sector here on some hyzer. Just try to put it on hyzer and have it just coast over to the left the whole way. Oh, caught the dead tree in the middle. That was looking good. So we kicked the dead one right here in front of us. Did kick us back quite a bit here. We're going to go ahead and go with the chicane. Go with a little sidearm. Try to put it on a touch of ante. Just have it work back towards the basket. Nope, too much. Didn't get enough ante on it to get it over towards the basket like I wanted, but we're left with a putt. So we didn't wind up in a terrible spot, just a bit short of the basket, a bit early into the stuff. We do have stuff around us that we're kind of contending with, but we have a look at a straddle putt. Try to see if we can get this in for par. Just outside. Just outside. And right where it needed to be. Unfortunately, there will be a bogey taking us from down 3 to down 2, but still a pretty good front half. Welcome to hole number 9. Hole number 9 is a 218-foot par 3. Basically, I'm going to take the chicane here on a sidearm, try to throw it out there, have it dump back towards the right, towards the basket. I think I have you guys lined up to where you can just see the basket through all of the trees. Oh, a little wide. Get around it. Nope. Got the big tree in the middle, which is one you need to miss. So after hitting the big tree over here, this is where we want up. Not too sure how I want to attack this basket, just because of the little trees in front of me here. I think I'm going to try to pop it over on a little bit of Annie and just have it ride back towards the basket around the big tree that's in front of us here. Big thing is making sure we get enough power on it and the right angle. Nope, not enough power or angle. Struggling right now, just a little bit with that disc on those shots. So after the pour up shot, we are left here with roughly about a 20 to 25 foot putt. Going to be straddling again because of the stuff in front of me. Big thing here is just trying to make sure we get enough power on it to get it to the basket, but not put it up too high into the stuff or keep it too low because of the branches here. Oh, good run. All right, so quick score update, even though I gave it to you at the end of that last hole. We are down 1 so far for the round. We are on hole number 10. Hole number 10 is a 232 foot par 3. I'm debating throwing the sector backhand, but I think I'm just going to go with the chicane sidearm, try to keep it low, put it on hyzer, see if we can just have it push over to the right on this throw. Got it a little wide. It's coming in. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's not terrible. That's still pretty short. I'm going to go ahead and try to throw this sector on backhand and just put it on an Annie line. Just have it hopefully flex out towards the end of the flight. Oh, too tight. Got the tree. That's the risk that I usually have with this hole when it comes to that shot. We did wind up a little bit short, like I said, on the tee pad. Looking here right at about circle's edge. If I could figure out the height of a putt, it would be good. All right, we're going to go ahead and tap that out. Move on to hole 11. Here we are on hole number 11. Hole number 11 is a 303 foot par 3. It's basically straight ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take the sector here, put it on an Annie line, push it over, have it drift over to the right to the basket. Oh, put too much Annie on it. Also coming up a lot shorter than what I wanted. So we're a little bit outside of putting range so far. So I'm going to go, again, another sidearm approach with the chicane. Just try to make sure that we get this wide enough to get around the little tree and to the basket here. I got that around the tree, but actually got the power on it this time, so it went past the basket by quite a bit. So we'll have a look at a putt for par. So we did get past the basket, left here with about, I'd say about 15 feet or so. Do have a little bit of junk in my way here. I'm gonna try to keep it high right here. See if we can put it in. Nope. Just babied it. So here we are on hole number 12. Hole number 12 is a 213 foot par 3. It's basically just straight ahead. We got a bunch of trees to miss. I'm going to try to put the chicane out here on a little bit of a wider line. See if we can just spike it in towards the basket. Hopefully not hit too much along the way. Beautiful. Just past pin high. Have about a 15 footer for a birdie. So I had a pretty good drive here. Nice easy tap in for birdie. Back to down 1. Move on to hole 13. Welcome to hole 13. Hole 13 is a 262-foot par 3. It's essentially straight ahead. We want to throw a shot that just goes out and then hyzers off towards the basket. 262 seems to be a common amount of footage out here. Just going to put this on some hyzer. Looks like we have a bit of a headwind. Just try to put it out there and get it close to the basket. Oh, I yanked it! So I set you guys up by the basket. I'm the pink thing here in the woods. Don't have a great line for the shot, so we're just going to go with a spike hyzer. You guys probably won't catch most of it up until it gets hopefully towards the basket. Here goes nothing. Well, that came up a lot shorter than I thought it would. Alright, after that spike hyzer over the top, we are here. Should have probably brought one of my putters with me, but we're going to go ahead and just put the sector here. Alright, another par. Moving on to hole 14. Welcome to hole number 14. Hole number 14 is a 249-foot par 3. You guys can see it down through there. Basically, I'm going to take the chicane, try to throw it on a little flexor, have it flex over, and then come back towards the basket. We do have to give it a decent amount of power because we are flexing it using a power grip. That's one thing I tell myself on this hole, use a power grip to flex it over. Oh, came out of my hand a little early. Get down. Unfortunately, got caught up. So down through here, we did hit this tree, drop us down. Left here, a little bit of a fun shot. We're going to go ahead and go a sidearm Annie shot. Just try to pop it up high, let it come down by the basket. A little short still, but that is a good shot. Looking at a putt for par. I'm okay with the par here. We'll move on. Alright, so we got another point of view putt here. Ugh, got it. Nice easy tap in. Moving on. Welcome to hole 15. Hole 15 is a 278-foot par 3. We're going to go with the sector here. Just trying to put this on some hyzer. And just have it crash left. We do have a bit of a crosswind right to left here. Just throw this with some decent power, but not too crazy. Oh! What am I doing? So unfortunately, we did turn that way over. What I would call almost OB, being this rock pile into 16th fairway. Rock path into 16th fairway. Going with the chicane on sidearm. Just trying to put this wide enough with enough power to get it right next to the basket. Oh, that came out so early. Cold hands. Starting to get to me. Definitely a longer putt than what I want for a par putt, but it's still a putt. We've made it to hole 16, getting close to finishing out the round. This will be the last hole that I throw the chicane on. It is a 245-foot par 3. Right in front of us, just tucked on a mound, we do have a rock path that goes down behind the basket and around. Everything outside of the rock path is OB. Get up there. That's so short. Definitely came up a lot shorter than what I want it to be. Usually I can push the actual mound of the hole here. Unfortunately, this is probably just going to be a layup to preserve the par, but we'll see if we can give it a little half bid. Wow, that rolled a bunch. All right. Don't half bid. Once again, a lot longer of a putt than what we would like to have for a par, but we still have a putt. See if we can put this in. Just short. All right, so we made it back home. Unfortunately, the camera did die, or my phone died, right as I was putting out on hole 16. I did par out, finish out par for the day. Wanted to just kind of give you a little bit of a breakdown on my thoughts on the sector and the chicane. The chicane is probably one of the best zone-like discs I've thrown. It is a little rounded on the bottom of the edge here, which does give me a little bit of inconsistencies on it coming out of my hand. Sometimes it comes out a little early, sometimes it comes out a little bit late, sometimes it's perfect. Sidearm, didn't notice that as much, but definitely wasn't getting enough power on it or angle on it on some of those upshots. The sector here, my brother Franklin said, reminded him of the MD3. I actually kind of looked up what the MD3 rim looks like, and it actually looks almost identical to this here. The big thing with this is if I would put too much power on it, I did notice that it wanted to almost immediately like torque over, which is crazy because Drew Gibson has a lot of power and doesn't seem to have that issue from what I could tell, but I had problems with torquing it over. Like I can mash as hard as I want on the matrices that I have in my bag, but this one on the other hand, will torque over on me. Overall, this disc flies pretty good. If I put it on the right amount of power, which I did on hole 2 throughout the video, it just kind of popped up to flat and then rode really long, had a nice consistent dump on it. But the times that I over torqued it or possibly turned it too much out of the hand, it wanted to immediately burn over, aka hole 5 and a couple other holes that I threw with it. Overall, I like both of these discs. They're really good discs. I like the chicane a lot more than I liked the sector. They still haven't fully figured out like a more stable to overstable mid-range. This one is pretty close, but I do have to pay attention to how I throw it. So unfortunately, it won't be making the bag. The chicane isn't going to kick out any of my zones. I have too many zones in different wears right now that this just doesn't really fit into my bag. But very good discs. If you want to find any of these, go to infinitediscs.com. They're great discs. Definitely like them so much. If you would like to support the channel, I am a brand ambassador for Upper Park Disc Golf. You can find the link in the description below for that. Anything you guys buy does support me and this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Make it good for somebody else. We will see you guys next time. Peace.